All right, so these are the East starters: DeMar DeRozan, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jimmy Boy. The West, we got Kawhi, KD, Steph, Anthony Davis, James Harden. We have a new system of choosing NBA starters this year. It's not just a fan vote. We might as well call it the Zaza Pachulia rule.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so, Kenny Smith always says you're a great player if you got a rule change after you. So I guess Zaza Pachulia qualifies now. Maybe they should make him an all star. Yeah, so we got fans get 50% of the vote, 25% of the vote goes to the players, 25% of the vote goes to the media. Now we're not gonna go through each versions, but from the media and the players, Steph, Westbrook, and Harden were basically tied at the guard spots. Fan vote was the deciding factor. Um, where's your beef?
I'm not happy with it. Like,
So that's where your
dude,
beef is, Westbrook.
we have a guy averaging a triple double. Okay,
Okay.
he is ahead of Curry in every statistical category except for 3-point percentage. Every
Uh,
statistical category.
no,
Like
I'm
how
sure
does he
that's
make
not
it in there?
true.
How
Uh,
does he make it in there?
Field goal percentage, 3 point percentage, free throw percentage, and turnovers.
Point,
I'm sure.
points, rebounds, assists. That's what people care about, right?
No, that's what you care about. That's what the superficial basketball fan cares about.
No, no,
Um,
no. I'm not a superficial fan. Let me tell you what's going on here. There's a guy averaging a triple double. He is the most electrifying player in the Western
but
Conference.
I feel like you're making the argument that
Who is the
exactly
better All Star?
exactly the opposite
Best.
of what has been spoken. You're making the argument that the fans want to see Westbrook, and they just told you that they don't. They want to see Steph.
Dude, why? Who wants to see three? I want to see somebody run up and down the floor, dunking, blocking shots, catching lobs.
I assume that the answer to that question is actually the people voting tend to be quite young, and 13-year-olds probably prefer Steph Curry's cute face to Westbrook yelling at people.
That that's what we're basing things off. I agree with you, and that's what we're basing things off, and that makes me really angry.
And
On the
that
other
what
side,
makes you very angry because you mumbled the shit out of that.
that's what we're voting on.
Wow.
People's cute faces.
Yeah, it's a game for the fans though. It's not the NBA all first, second, third team. It's not the MVP vote. It's a game for the fans.
I think the better electrifying player for an All Star game is Westbrook. I
He'll
mean, he's
still
gonna
be in
make
the
it.
game, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
it's not a
yeah.
big loss.
On the other side, this is where I'm a little bit more upset. Kyrie Irving.
You don't think Kyrie Irving is an NBA All-Star star?
How does he get it ahead of Isaiah Thomas, who is the third
And
leading
Kyle
scorer in the
Lowry,
NBA?
for that matter.
Yeah, third or fourth leading scorer in the NBA. Lowry's just ugly, and we're going on the cute face thing. He's ugly, and he hasn't been doing anything the past like
He
week.
does have kind of a cute little thing going on, though.
He's got a bad haircut.
It seems
Um,
like he never really grew out of his baby face.
yeah, and he wears number 7. It's just not.
Melo
No one's buying.
wore 7.
No one's buying that jersey. So that's my beef right there. Speaking of Melo, this is going to be the first year in what, like 9 seasons where he doesn't make it.
His world is. The walls are closing in on him a little bit. But let's not get sidetracked here because we're talking about
Yeah,
all
yeah,
star
fine.
starters and he really doesn't belong in this conversation.
Yeah, dude.
Boom.
So this Isaiah Thomas is doing. His team is right there ahead of every other team that we
He's
thought they
doing
needed.
the sort of work that you get an all star reserve spot for.
No, you
Historically,
get a
that's what
starter for that.
happens. No, that's what happens. Like, you're over here hollering now. Where were you last year when Kobe was starting in an NBA All Star game when he was one of the worst players ever? You
I got
know,
no beef with that.
I know
He
you
scored
got
six.
no beef in that.
He scored
It's
60
a
that year.
popularity concert. I had no beef where Grant Hill was getting the nod when he was playing for Phoenix, when he clearly had no business starting in the All-Star game, but that was awesome. I had no beef. You had no beef when Yao Ming was taking the spot from Shaquille O'Neal way before he was actually ready than him. This is what this game is. You know what? If we're gonna get mad, these are not the two snubs we should be. No. Kyrie and Steph deserve to be in the NBA All-Stars. I'm not saying that Westbrook doesn't,
they can be reserves.
and I'm not saying that Westbrook could be reserves and Isaiah Thomas could be reserves, and that's what championships get you. You're on a different level. People don't think of you the same way. We watched them play 2 more months than goddamn Isaiah Thomas and fucking Westbrook. That's what gets you that vote.
True.
Damn, Phil with a rant.
I think people should be rewarded for if they are playing at the level of an all-star. And who are the best
Kyrie
people?
And Steph are.
And who are the best people playing in those positions at that given moment? And right now, the best point guard in the East is not Kyrie. It's Isaiah. And the best point guard in the West right now is Westbrook.
Hell no.
And that's who should get it, man. Statistically, which is what we have to base them off of, they are doing better than those other 2 players. Right or wrong?
Statistically, yes. That's the only argument. The only argument for Westbrook is the stupid triple-double argument that I'm getting, frankly, tired of hearing. Yes, he's out.
How should we choose an all-star? Because of their cute face, like you said?
I still think Steph Curry is better than Westbrook. Do you not?
At this moment, who's playing at a higher level? Westbrook.
No, numbers are better. His numbers are better. Bro, you put them in reverse. Put Westbrook on Golden State and Steph Curry on the sorry-ass OKC team. You don't think Steph Curry's averaging 40?
Yeah, but he ain't getting those boards and them assists.
Okay, he's not. But the point is, we'd be having this conversation exactly the opposite way if that were the case. Do you not believe that?
I'll give you that.
Okay, so
talk to me about Isaiah. Tell me how Kyrie's better than Isaiah right now.
You don't think Kyrie's better than Isaiah?
Dude, Isaiah, pound for pound, is better than Kyrie.
Does pound for pound mean that I have to do like a mathematical proportion that if he was taller, he'd be better? Because he's not taller. Yeah, no, my answer is actually the exact same. Kyrie's better than Isaiah Thomas.
Dude, when Kyrie was on the Cavs, he wasn't doing Isaiah numbers before LeBron got there.
He also didn't have Brad Stevens.
Oh, so Brad Stevens should be the all-star coach for the East, right?
I don't care who the coach for the All-Star team is. Yeah. We both agree that Brad Stevens is a difference-making head coach. Do we think that about Mike Brown?
Oh my God.
My point exactly.
I think he's on Golden State's bench, no?
He might be, which is where he belongs, sitting down, not standing up, sweating, because he's a very good assistant coach. His philosophy on being a head coach is, LeBron, you got this.
I think we know who's going to be there. I have one problem with one of the reserves who I think is going to be there, and it's Joel Embiid. Another one. I don't want him there. How does he get it over Porzingis? You tell me that one.
Well, what is your beef against Embiid? Everybody loves Embiid. I want to see Embiid on the All-Star team. I'd like to see Porzingis. I don't really know if their numbers off the top of my head. But I would definitely give Embiid my vote over Porzingis. I'm happy for Anthony Davis and what?
You're gonna give it? We're not gonna talk reserves. No, I'm also happy for Anthony Davis. He deserves everything coming his way, dude. I'm happy for Jimmy Butler too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Totally deserves it, which is why I think the system actually worked very well in this case.
And Giannis, gotta be happy for Giannis, right?
Yeah, and gotta be happy that Zaza didn't get in.
I would have been pissed. Yeah. Although I wasn't pissed at the Yao Ming year, so maybe I wouldn't be pissed.